Hello and good morning everyone. Subsequent upon our previous lectures where we discussed the plant and animal sources of drugs, today we are going to see the microbiological source of drugs. Microbiological source of drugs meaning those drugs that are derived or obtained from microorganisms. Here it is very important to understand that most of these drugs that are derived from microorganisms, they are actually used against these microorganisms. Here I'll give us some classical example of drugs that are obtained from microorganisms. Number one, let us start with tetracycline, TCM. Tetracycline, a well-known antibacterial drug, is actually obtained from Streptomyces aureofaciens. Streptomyces aureofaciens. Another example is our own erythromycin. Erythromycin, a well-known antibacterial drug that belongs to macrolide class of antibiotics, is actually obtained from another microorganism that is called Sacropolyspora erythraea. So that's how we obtain erythromycin from erythraea. Another drug or class of drug, we have the mighty penicillins. Penicillins, they are broad class of antibiotics that largely belong to beta-lactam antibiotics, and currently they are one of the most widely used class of antibacterial drugs. Example of these drugs, penicillins, include the ampicillin, cloxacillin, amoxicillin, flucloxacillin, ticagrelor, pep, and so on, a lot of them. These penicillins are actually derived from a fungus that is called Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum. Another drug is griseofulvin. Griseofulvin, which is actually antifungal agent, antifungal drugs in managing mycosis. This drug is obtained from another organism that is called Penicillium griseofulvum. That's how we obtain griseofulvin from griseofulvum organism. Another drug is nystatin, which is also nystatin, which is also a well-known antifungal drug with excellent activity against Candida albicans, is actually obtained from Streptomyces, another microorganism, Streptomyces nosai. Streptomyces nosai. Streptomyces nosai is actually a special microorganism that belongs to class of actinomyces. What are actinomyces? Actinomyces are actually special microorganisms that exhibit both bacterial and fungal characteristics. Example of which is Streptomyces nosai, from which we obtain our own nystatin. Another example is ribavirin. Ribavirin, a well-known antiviral drug, is obtained from different viruses. What have we learned so far? We have learned that these microorganisms, they are mostly the ones producing their own killers that are collectively called the antimicrobial agents. Thank you so much and see you next time.